Hi, I'm Ella Spencer and you're watching the UK Americana bar show.
That's a banjo joke, isn't it? Yeah. That's a musician's banjo joke. Bernie, what do you think?
Did it land?
I thought you was going to tell the one about the guy goes into the cafe and he's looking, first thing in the morning, he's a builder, and he looks up and they've got, bacon and eggs and chips and all that, got this, and it's got banjo. And he looked up and said, excuse me, mate, he said, what's a banjo? He said, it's fantastic. New thing we do is we've got loads of eggs on one, then we put loads of tomato sauce on it. He said, and then we put rashers of bacon on it. So we put tomato sauce on a big roll. He says, we put lettuce and loads of tomato sauce on it. He says, fantastic. He said, my God, that sounds great. He said, I'll have one of them, please. So he gets him this thing with the tomato sauce, and it's got the bacon in it. It's got the lettuce on the tomato sauce, and it's got the egg with the tomato sauce. Mm-hmm. And he says, he gives it to him, and as he eats it, a big tray, and all the tomato sauce. And he went, mate, why do they call it a banjo? No? Is it a fun type of fun thing?
Run into you like a late night train. Come here to me, come here again. The moon is up and the bars are empty. Come back, come right where you left me. Run into you, baby, like a late night train. Now you keep showing up in my dreams, saying words that you could never say to me. And my mind's playing tricks on me, turning you into someone you could never be. And I wonder if you have the same dream. I wonder if you have the same dream.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the UK Americana Bar Show. Thank you for joining us, we really do appreciate it. Bringing you now part 2 of the interview I did with the fantastic Ella Spencer. This girl tells us all about the recording she done at the Panther Sessions, how she's performing at the Red Rooster Festival in Suffolk, not far from where she lives, but also she's playing at one of the only honky tonk bars in London, the famous Duke's Head in Highgate, on the 20th of April. We're all going down there to see her. She's absolutely fantastic. So, part 2 of the Ella Spencer interview. And wait to the end, it is so funny. The Panther Sessions. So what are they? And what is that? Are they sessions with the new tracks that you're doing, the 4 tracks?
Yeah, so the Panther is a studio in Portland, Oregon, in the US, and it's operated by a musician and friend of mine called Steve Drissos, who I met through Jerry Joseph.
I've named Jerry Joseph, yeah. Yeah, I think you'd like him. Yes.
He's crazy. He's amazing.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, so they play in a band together, and I met Jerry when he was over here playing at Maverick and at some other festivals. Yeah. And we became friends, and he invited me to go out to Portland and record some of my songs with him and with Steve. So that's what I did last summer.
Right, yeah.
Those are the tracks that are going to be, all the tracks that have come out in the last year, they're all from those sessions, and
cool.
The upcoming one will be, and I'm hoping to be going back there in
Wow, it sounds like this is going to be a really, really cool turning point for you, doesn't it?
I hope so.
I was just about to say, you do get about a lot, so America, Portland. Are you going to Montreal? Have you been to Montreal?
Yeah, I have been to Montreal. I went to Montreal in February for Folk Alliance.
Folk Alliance? Oh, that's the famous...
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. How'd that work out?
Yeah, it was cool. It was the first time I'd ever been. It's basically the biggest gathering of kind of folk industry people and musicians. That happens once a year. Every 5 years it's in Canada. It's normally in the US. So I'm happy that I got to go when it was in Canada, because I've never been to Canada before. And yeah, it was cool. It was like minus 20 degrees. Cool, yeah. But it was great to just be in that many people who were there to kind of
collaborations as well. You do a lot of collaborations. You did some out there as well, didn't you, when you was there?
In Montreal?
Yeah.
No, not so much. I had a couple of showcases with an organisation called British Underground.
Right.
And that I did a songwriting circle kind of thing, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So I did definitely I met other musicians through that, which was great.
Nashville, have you been there yet?
I haven't been to Nashville.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, I would like to go one day, definitely.
Yes, you would like that. You're perfect for it. You'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
So many places.
I guess I think of Nashville as being a bit more country, so I've kind of...
I think so, but it is, for me anyway, it is Americana, but I mean, Americana, as you say, is an umbrella for blues, jazz, folk, swing, country, spoken word, and there's others under the umbrella. But Nashville's I remember many moons ago when I went there, it's quite funny. I got at the airport and the Spice Girls were in Nashville. And I think, where's the cowboy hats, or whatever it was. I was thinking, and then this other band was in the big stadium there, the Eurythmics. Oh, yeah. And again, I'm thinking, where's the country, So it's quite digressed. But even though it's predominantly country, Dolly Parton was doing something down there and all this kind of stuff. But no, you're fitting perfectly down there.
Yeah, I definitely like to go and check it out.
Yes. So you're from a showbiz family, right?
Yes.
And I know you do lots of different festivals up and down the UK. You've got lots of things on. You're going to tell us some dates, or we can put some dates out. You tell us. Yeah. Whereabouts are the festivals? Whereabouts that you've been on, and Cambridge Folk Festival, for example, and stuff like that?
I haven't played Cambridge Folk Festival. It's actually really sad it's not running this year.
Yes, I know there's a couple of them that decided not to turn. Mind you, the world's gone a little bit strange recently, so we'll forgive them for that. But next year, that's not going to be happening. Apparently, they're all coming back in force. A lot of them.
I hope so.
Ooh, and your music will be out by then.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be ready to hit them. But this summer I'm playing at Red Rooster for the first time.
Red Rooster, yeah.
Which is in Suffolk, where I'm from.
That's right. Yeah, cool.
And then I'm playing at Gate to Southwell, which is in Nottinghamshire.
I've heard of that one, but I've never sort of seen it or been there to that one. I don't. Have you been? Is it any good? Have you been there before?
I've actually never been. It's quite new. It's only been running for the last few years.
That'd be why then.
So I haven't managed to check that one out. And where else am I playing? I'm playing at Folk on the Pier in Cromer, which is in Norfolk.
Oh yeah.
On the coast there. That's the end of May. And
me and the producer's been there. To Norfolk, Right, Loose Nights.
Yeah.
What is Loose Nights? No, Loose Nights and Steady, not Stevie, Steady
Habits.
Steady Habits. And Jack Brown. Now, Jack Browning I know of.
Oh, yeah.
He's another contemporary artist out there and about. Yeah. Is that a collaboration that you did?
No, I actually never met Jack. I'm excited to meet him. But Steady Habits are a band they're kind of like an alt country band from, their lead guy, Sean Juggins, lovely, he's a friend of mine. He's from Oxford. Well, he's actually from the US, but he lives in Oxford. And Loose Nights is a night run by Loose Records. So they're a kind of
Loose Records, I know them.
Record label. They've got some cool people like Brown Horse and stuff on them. And they organise nights every now and then with artists that they want to support, so I was very, very honoured really to be asked to be part of it, because it'll be my first kind of collaboration with them.
So exciting.
And I love Steady Habits, and I haven't heard Jack, so I'm excited to.
No, Jack is great. Yeah, really great. Cool. So when you leave here, you've got another. What's your next festival? What's your next gig?
What's my next thing?
You've already blown the green note away.
The next thing is really this next single, which is going to be coming out in the next couple of weeks, hopefully in April. Scotty's Tires, so I'm very excited to put that one out in the world because I really love it. And then after that I've got some shows towards the end of the month, so I've got one on the 20th. I'm playing at the Duke's Head in Highgate. I don't know if you're.
And you've invited us to come down and see you to that one.
I'm absolutely inviting you right now.
Thank you.
And it's free entry, so it's even better.
Well, we will pay. We don't mind.
It's London's only honky tonk bar, so you'll love it. Yeah.
Oh God,
it's a cool little place in Highgate. And then the Loose Nights is on the 25th. Right. So if you want to come to that, obviously I can put you on my guest list.
That's what you see. I'm in the click here. I'm in the click. You know what I mean?
So that'll be a fun one. And then. Yeah, and then what else is May kind of picks up a little bit. I've got a couple more shows.
Because it's coming to summer now, and it all goes crazy. Exactly. You'll be getting the phones ringing all over the place.
Yeah, so I'm also going to be kind of honing all my set and picking which songs I want to do and getting ready to hopefully record some more music as well. So it's a lot of behind the scenes.
Of joy and peace, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. It don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I would teach my feet to fly. I had a river I could skate away on.
So look, are you going to come back and see us then?
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, that's on camera. Could you say to that camera there,
I know we're neighbours.
And the other thing I want to ask you is, would you do us a couple of tunes?
Of course.
You do that as well?
Yeah.
Come on. Great. So look, before you go, and I really love having you, because I am a big fan of yours, actually. I mean, one write-up was about your very mysterious performance that you do, right?
I like that.
Well, I liked it as well, which puts the audience kind of engaging. And that's really cool. That's something that you get in a club or something like that. It's nice to and I've seen some of your performances and I agree with them. So before you go, we've got a new feature called On the Spot.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
and you can either tell me a joke, which you probably got loads of jokes, or I can give you a question. What would you like?
Well, you know what? I actually do have a couple of jokes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
The only thing is I have to be the judge of the joke. I mean, if
it doesn't land, then you ask me a question.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. Let's see what you got. Well, kid.
So because a banjo takes so long to tune when I'm on stage, I've kind of had to build up my repertoire of banjo jokes. So one of them is... there's actually one that I learnt the other day, and basically there was this guy that I met and he was telling me about his friend who has a banjo as well. So I was complaining about how long it takes to tune, and about how I need more jokes and everything. So he started to tell me this story, and he said that his friend played a show and it was in a bit of a dodgy part of London, and it was the end of the night and he'd left his banjo in the car and they went off for a drink and ended up staying out for a bit too many. And so when he was coming back, he kind of started to panic about the fact that his banjo had been left in the car in this part of London that was not so great. And so when they got back to the car, the back windshield had been all smashed in. And he looked in, and to his horror, he discovered there were two banjos instead of one.
That's a banjo joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a musician's banjo joke. Bernie, what do you think?
Did it land?
I thought you was going to tell the one about the guy goes into the cafe and he's looking, first thing in the morning, he's a builder, and he looks up and they've got, bacon and eggs and chips and all that, got this, and it's got banjo. And he looked up and said, excuse me, mate, he said, what's a banjo? He said, it's fantastic. New thing we do is we've got loads of eggs on one level, and we put loads of tomato sauce on it. He said, and then we put rashers of bacon on it. So we put tomato sauce on a big roll. He says we put lettuce and loads of tomato sauce on it. He says, fantastic. He said, my God, that sounds great. He said, I'll have one of them, please. So he gets in this thing with the tomato sauce, and it's got the bacon in it. It's got the lettuce on the tomato sauce, and it's got the egg on tomato sauce. And he said, he gives it to him, and as he eats it, a big tray, and all the tomato sauce. And he went, mate, why do they call it a banjo? No? Is it a fun type of fun there?
That's good.
Isn't she fantastic, ladies and gentlemen? I told you. Ella Spencer, everybody. Thank you, Ella. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I can add that to my banjo.
Was that any good?
My banjo repertoire.
You baby like a lady.